Coming to you from Studios 1162, Vantage Point starts right now.
Hey Eagle Nation, and welcome to Vantage Point,
where we see you.
I'm Watson Barnes.
And I'm Erica Chin. Here's the latest news.
Experts now believe that reaching herd immunity in the U.S. is unlikely. Although more than half of adults in this country have been inoculated with at least one dose of a vaccine, widely circulating coronavirus variants and persistent hesitancy about vaccines will keep the herd immunity goal out of reach. The shift in outlook presents a new challenge for public health authorities. Daily vaccination rates are slipping, and there's a widespread consensus among scientists and public health experts that the herd immunity threshold is not attainable, at least not in the foreseeable future. Instead, they are coming to the conclusion that rather than making a long-promised exit, the virus will most likely become a manageable threat that will continue to circulate in the United States for years to come, still causing hospitalizations and death, but in much smaller numbers. Polls show that about 30% of U.S. population is still reluctant to be vaccinated. The number is expected to improve, but probably not enough to reach herd immunity.
Seattle Council PTSA is inviting school communities to virtually meet the new interim superintendent, Dr. Brent Jones. The virtual meeting will be held on Thursday, May 6th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Dr. Jones will share his vision for Seattle Public Schools, and community members will have the opportunity to ask questions and offer their comments on the most pressing issues our schools are currently facing. More information can be found on the SPS website. The University of Washington joined a growing list of colleges requiring the COVID-19 vaccine for all students. In a message to students, faculty, academic personnel, and staff at UW, the university's president said, "Widespread vaccination is the only real way we can put the COVID-19 pandemic behind us and return to a more normal way of living and learning and working." Schools officials said students on all three campuses must be vaccinated before the start of the autumn quarter in September, and will need to verify their vaccination unless they are claiming a medical, religious, or philosophical exemption.
When the administrative team told the staff that they had an important announcement, teachers had no idea about the changes that were about to take place. After 7 years at Cleveland, Principal George Breland announced that he would be moving on. Assistant Principal Catherine Brown will be stepping into his position. We sat down with Mr. Breland and Miss Brown to discuss the legacy he wants to leave behind and the one she wants to create. When George Breland first came to Cleveland 8 years ago, his main goal was to stay long enough to see his youngest son enter high school. Now that has finally happened, Breland is ready to take on a bigger role in the Seattle Public Schools. He's leaving to become a principal coach for the district.
Is that I was able to build on Princess Sharif's work and make sure that students of color in all different backgrounds were able to get a high quality STEM education. Also, we got the field done. Unity is a part of my legacy, bringing people together and seeding into people to make sure they do, to bring out their gifts and talents and serve our students and communities.
Breland came to Cleveland in 2013, just a couple of years into the school's STEM program. He was a math and science teacher before becoming a principal. At 6'4", the former football player is a gentle giant, sometimes sounding more like a father figure than a principal. He spoke about some of his most memorable times at the school.
The highlight of my time here is when Catherine and Ray came on board to create the Dream Team. Really helping me. I learned so much from them. I think they've learned a lot from us, but really helped shaping Cleveland into what it is today. On a personal note, I think the highlight for me was being able to give my son his diploma and take that picture at Memorial Stadium there. I mean, how many fathers get an opportunity to do that? I can't top that.
Breland isn't worried about leaving the nest. He said the school will be in good hands under Brown's leadership.
To all of my Cleveland family and friends, this moment is bittersweet. I am definitely going to miss all of the people that I've met along the way, friends that I have made along the way from staff, students, and families, and you, especially families who have been so supportive of Cleveland, PTSA, and those families who have just been involved in athletics and academics. Thank you, first of all. I would like to say that the good news is that Ms. Brown is capable. Ms. Brown has a strong history, 18 plus years at Cleveland. She has the skill base and the knowledge and the compassion to take Cleveland even higher. So we're in good hands with Ms. Brown leading the Eagles' nest.
Brown has served as the assistant principal for 7 years, working as the designated administrator for Cleveland's Levy program. With the Levy funding, Brown was instrumental in creating the first dedicated restorative justice coordinator position in SPS schools in 2016. She is also a proud member of the school's racial equity team.
To the families of Cleveland, I just want to acknowledge how truly humble and grateful and proud I am to be in this position. I've been at Cleveland a long time, and sitting in this chair and having this opportunity is huge to me on a personal level, and I want to thank you so much for your support. I also want to say that as a school, we're committed to seeing you and all the strengths that you bring, all the teaching you've already done for the student that you bring to us, and trying to be a space and a school that honors that and uses it in our curriculum. So please reach out whenever you have concerns.
Not only is Principal Breland leaving, Assistant Principal Ray Garcia Morales is also leaving. We'll bring you more about his departure tomorrow. Brown will begin as principal on July 1st. Plans to form an inclusive hiring committee for new assistant principals is already underway.
The PCSA will hold its next meeting on Monday, May 10th at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. This is a very important meeting as the group needs new members to fill in board positions that will be vacated at the end of the school year. Any parent who is interested in serving on the PTSA board should send questions to the email below. Trials for next year's cheerleading squad will begin on Monday, May 10th. Practices will take place on Cleveland's playfield through May 13th from 4 to 7 p.m. If you're interested in trying out for the cheerleading squad, sign up at the link below. Graduation gowns will be distributed next Tuesday, May 11th from 1 to 3 p.m. in the main parking lot. Seniors need to take care of any balance they have before the event. If you are unsure if you owe a balance, please call the National Achiever at 425-357-1338. If seniors are unable to pick up their gowns on May 11th, they may pick it up on May 19th at the next supply distribution day.
If seniors are interested in being a graduation speaker, they can submit their speech to Mr. Campbell. A selection committee will choose the top 3. All speeches are anonymous, so judges will not know who submitted each one. Selected speakers will work with Ms. Scribner to fine-tune their speeches. The deadline to submit is Friday, May 7th. Seniors, the last day to apply for the CHS Alumni Association scholarship is this Friday, May 7th. So far, only 4 students have applied for the scholarship. The group is looking for more applicants. Students who will be attending a vocational or technical school are encouraged to apply. There is also a special award for students who plan to pursue a career in education. If students have any questions, they can contact Joanne Smith using the information below. Are you interested in being a part of Cleveland's student government? Do you want to lend your voice to the conversation about what goes on in your school? Well, now is your chance. ASB and class officer elections will be held at the end of May. If you would like to run for a position or want to find out more about becoming a cabinet member, reach out to Activities Coordinator Casey Campbell at the email below.
Vantage Point has created a new segment called Senior Shoutout to highlight the achievements of the class of 2021. Do you know a senior who is making waves in the community? Who did something amazing? Give them a shout out. Send your nominations to the link below. Well, that's it for this episode. It's been a pleasure for us to see you from this vantage point.
Eagles, we only have 31 days of school left. Until next time, I'm Watson Barnes.
And I'm Erica Chin.
Stay fly, Eagles, and keep soaring on.